No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
But let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Mahomes. The out route, he finds Hardman. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just...
Screenplay, McKinnon. And he'll be taken down.
All right, can y'all hear me?
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
All right, cool. You can.
Guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
My controller likes talking to me.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you create those great mismatches, throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
Yeah, on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. On the gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4-4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
And he'll tackle on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of a short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again. After a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
On first down, Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes to the right side. It's Kelsey. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there, and now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And again, it's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. And they'll be led out by the first overall pick from a couple of drafts ago, former Clemson Tiger Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground, Etienne, and he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Lawrence looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
Got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Lawrence. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. The third down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the first down.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now that's a mound of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Going for it. Here's Etienne. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time. And now it's 1st and 10. Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right? Because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal. Too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just give them good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
2 minutes to play. First half. It's 14-0. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target. And that's a hell-shredded defense. As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield with man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. But to throw again is Lawrence. Touchdown! Christian Kirk on the receiving end of that touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence. And the Jags are back within a score. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Forced out to his left, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Complete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. ETN up the middle, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep is Kadarius Toney. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for Jacksonville in that first half. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lawrence will throw. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And a tackle for just a short gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go play action now. Lawrence sliding out of the pocket toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try to make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll run with Etienne. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Another tote for Etienne. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. Now Lawrence. Caught by Jones. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
handoff running left is Etienne.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Lawrence. And it's caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the KC crowd can make it very tough. On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly gave it an attempt. They had a diminutive receiver like this running through the land of giants in the middle of the field, but they couldn't find enough room to get him the football.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
This a chip shot, a 20-yarder.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Holding offense.
That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Tourney.
So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4.
They go draw play to McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
From talking with defensive backs and their coaches over the years, they hate to see 4 guys in a route like this because the safeties are often occupied. It creates indecision. They're unsure about who goes with who. And the quarterback, he just reads the most vulnerable safety and takes advantage of it for a big play here.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Mahomes to throw once more. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
Throwing now, Lawrence. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here's a give to Etienne. Gets it up past the 10 with a nice move. 77 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lawrence. Into the hands of Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Lawrence. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Back to throw, Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
First down now, but that clock rolling. He's back to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts.
as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
They'll look to throw.
He'll get that underneath ETN. And that will get him another first down, but the clock's certainly working against him.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, they've certainly had trouble blocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
They took their shot from the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. If he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
There you have it. My prediction for one of the first divisional match is the Chiefs over the Jags. Thank y'all for stopping by, and I'm going to go take this over to Twitch for Hunt Showdown. So I will catch you guys later.